Hello everyone. I have a couple of tool tips that I think you might find interesting if you don't know about them already. The first one, I told you when I was doing the leather bag how much I like this tool. And I don't like it for the wire stripping, and I don't like it for the crimping. But I like it for these holes. And if you're not familiar with what they're for, let me show you right now what they are. When I'm installing ceiling fans and light fixtures, I don't like to carry a lot of hardware. I don't like to try to find screws that are going to fit the different boxes. So what I do is I primarily carry three different sizes: 6 32nd screws, 8 32nd screws, and 10 32nd screws. That pretty much covers everything that I need. And by purchasing them, you know, a little box of each, I buy them about 1.5 inches in length. That covers everything that I need. And here's the trick. Install an appropriate size nut and ride it all the way up the screw like that. And what that is going to act like is a die to cut the thread. And you'll see what I mean here. So this is an 8 32nd screw, and you'll see that it fits in this pancake box, but I need it to be quite shorter. So what I do is I find 8 32nds on this, and I thread it into the 8 32nd hole, and I run it down to about where I need it in length. Okay. I also go from the front of this. Okay, and that's about, well, let's just go. That's about the length that I want it right there. Okay? And you'll see it's designed to cut that bolt just like that. Piece of cake. Then I grab my little screwdriver. I thread it down a little bit, and then I thread it back. And now that little bolt that was on the screw is going to clean that edge, get rid of all the burrs that I might have. You'll see them here in a second. And it always catches right there because there's a burr. And I just hold that nut in a pair of pliers, and then I back it out. And that's cleaned up now. That thread is restored. Put that to the side, and now let's try our new bolt in the pancake. Look at that. So I don't have to carry a lot of hardware. I just carry 3 sizes, cut the bolts to the length that I need, and I'm good to run. It's a real good trick for your little arsenal. Let me show you one other trick while I got you here. That's primarily what I use this for, period. So let me share with you my second tool tip. These are Klein's wire cutters, and wire cutters, wire strippers, and these are what I'm trying to share with you. It's these 2 little holes. I don't know if you know what that's for. If not, I'm going to show you right now. Let's pretend for a minute that I have I'm repairing an outlet, or I'm putting in an outlet, and I'm going to have this sticking out of a box. Okay? Go all the way to where the wire comes out of the box, and strip back the insulation. What I do is carefully, so that you don't nick the hot lead or the neutral, go right down the center with your utility knife, just like that. And that's because your ground wire, you're going to see, has no insulation on it. And then I'm going to feed it the insulation out, grab my paper, and you'll see right here what I meant. The copper isn't clad, so I don't have to worry about nicking that. I don't want to nick the insulation on this, and I don't want to nick the insulation on the neutral. So now I'm going to cut this all out. Okay, now, knowing what size wire you have, this is a 12, that means 12 gauge wire. Look on your wire strippers, you're not going to be able to see this, but there's corresponding numbers right here. If it were a 10 gauge wire, we would use the number 10. If it's a 12 gauge wire, which it is, we're going to use a 12. So go back maybe 3/4 of an inch and go right into the 12, and then go left, right, and then it'll slide right off. And by doing that, you're not going to nick this copper wire. It's designed for this wire. And we're going to do it with the white also, or the neutral. Go in about 3/4 of an inch, and then boom, we stripped those wires with no trouble. This is what I was trying to show you though. These two holes, okay, have a purpose. And the purpose is this. This is assuming that you're going to install this in the wall with the ground facing down. Everything I tell you about from now on. The hot lead is the copper screws. The neutral is the silver, and the green is for the ground wire. Why that matters is, if you notice, one will be on the left, one will be on the right, and one will be on the bottom, on the right. You facing it will be opposite. But when you go to bend these, get in the habit of bending the black up. So you'll take this, put the lead right through, can you see that? Through the hole, and then just spin it around like that, and look at that. Real easy way to bend it over. Now the white, notice we bent the black up. We're going to bend the white down, so go right in the middle of it and bend that down. And then the copper, we're going to do the same way as we did the white one and bend it down. Now there's a purpose to that, because with the ground plugged down, when you stick the black wire on this screw head right here, I'll show you. Sometimes you got to get a little bit funny. You see that? When I go to screw it in, it's not going to walk the wire off. It's actually pulling it into itself. Can you see? Can you see what I'm talking about? It's not trying to take the wire out of the screw. It's trying to wrap it around the screw. So that's what happens when you go with the black side up with the ground plug facing down. Now it's the opposite with the white or the neutral. So now with the neutral, we're going to go around our screw, just like so. Go ahead and pinch it off. Okay, can you see that? And now, when I go to turn this screw in, it again, the rotation is going to pull this wire into it and not off of the screw. There you go. And again, we're going to do the same with the copper. Facing down. And we're going to stick it in just like so. And then we're going to bring it in on itself. See that? And again, when I tighten this down, it's going to draw the wire around the screw and not off of the screw. Now the last thing that I do is I take electrical tape and I like to go over the leads or the terminals. And that way, if I'm pulling something out of a box, there's no way I'm going to get shocked. And I just wrap it twice. I just do it on every one of them, and I never have to worry about it. And then when I fold the wire into the box, I push up on it like this, I push down on it, and then I push it in. So I have a little bit of wire to work on if I ever have to replace this outlet. I can just go like that, and I'm not stuck with something too short. But that was a long explanation on why there's two little holes in this wire stripper. I hope these tool tips help, and please subscribe, please hit the like button, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks so much.